God, but I mean, the two young guys, they're making catches and making big plays, but not to nitpick. But what do you? Is there anything you see from them that they need to improve on drastically, or things that are point of emphasis for them right now?
I wouldn't say drastically. I think when you look at their body of work so far through 4 games, it's pretty good. And I think that as you continue to work with them on a day-to-day basis, they each have different things that they did in the game wrong that they need to correct. Getting in and out of your breaks correctly, getting to your depths is a totally young guy deal. When they get in the game and they want to speed everything up, they got to get to the correct depths and not doing certain things that young guys do. They're trying to fight for extra yards but lose yardage in the process. Just little things like that you're always correcting. But those two guys are beyond their years, and I'm telling you what, we're excited to have them, and they've been a huge part of the offense so far this fall.
I know the substitution stuff and the procedural stuff really bothered you guys, and I think there was a time during the game we were yelling at Carlos trying to get him off the field. A lot of fun. Is it youth? Is it a combination of youth and coaching? I mean, what is that's causing that?
I think that it's everybody, and they got to do a better job of looking over at us. But period, it's coaching. You can't blame the kids. I mean, at the end of the day, they got to do their job. We got to do our job. If there's 4 penalties in the game that are the same infraction, that's our fault. Period. And we're handling it right now. It's not going to happen again. But we got to emphasize and we got to make it a point. Coach Beamer's made a point of it. Obviously, as you assume he would. Coach Leffler's made a point of it, and everybody's doing their best to make sure that never happens. You shouldn't have one of those in the season. To have 4 in one game was absolutely embarrassing.
I know you expect you guys to deliver, but I mean, you spent a good portion of the day in 4 wide, and I'm sure not having Ryan and Calvin being a little bit rusty kind of dictated some things, but did it feel at times like you guys were exclusively 4 wide, or like it was too much for? Like, how do you approach that throughout the game? Like, are you wondering, are we mixing it up enough? How do you talk about that on the sideline?
Well, we always talk about different personnels and getting guys in and out, and you don't want to overload too many guys doing too many things, but I love having our 3 wide receiver set. To me is 3 dynamic players. You got Isaiah and Willie and Cam, and Dimitri was in to be able to get some plays. You put Deion Newsom in there to get some plays, and you got playmakers on that field, so I'm never going to sit there and say, take my guys off the field. I promise you that. And if anything, I'm going to fight for them to be on the field. So as long as they're making plays, as long as they're doing what they're supposed to be doing and moving those chains and getting that ball in the end zone, I'm going to fight for them to stay on the football field.
As far as the last 2 weeks, I mean, you start slow and you couldn't dig out, and this week you kind of give one away. Do you have to more closely monitor the young guys and what they're saying and keep them up in practice and things like that because they've never been through this before?
Yeah, you just have to continue to tell those guys to work, and they haven't been here long enough to really even understand sometimes what's going on, and you just got to keep them going, keep everything you're saying positive, and understand when there are negative things, you got to be able to bring them right back and say, here, just go practice, and we're going to get this thing going. We got a team coming in this week that's hungry, young head coach, a guy that I've known for a long, long time since we were in high school. He's a passionate guy, he's energetic, and I guarantee he's telling those guys, let's come in here and make it 3 in a row for those guys this season. I guarantee it, and I know how he is. He's got a little Jim Harbaugh fire to him. That's just how PJ is, and I know he's going to have those guys ready to play, and we can't go in here thinking we're playing Western Michigan and we should walk through this game. We got to go in here assuming that these guys are going to play the best game of the season.
I know you're a Chicago guy. What's it been like to watch Kyle go up there and do what he's doing?
I'll tell you what, it's fun, man. He's got the city on fire right now. I was trying to get some sleep last night, and my phone kept buzzing with text messages of him making good plays, and I finally texted my buddies. I said, y'all got to stop texting me. I'm trying to get some sleep, but that's the excitement they have for him right now. When you have a guy like Peanut Tillman go out, and you can have a guy like Kyle come in and really have the same impact, if not even a little bit more at this point, it's pretty exciting. And obviously very proud of him, having gotten to know him last year and known his family. There's no better people out there, so you're really proud of those guys and Corey, what he's able to do. I mean, it's pretty cool.
I kind of came in at the end of that.